Welcome to the 49ers You've Got Mail podcast presented by Manscaped. I'm your host, Lindsay Polaris, and I am joined by our tight end duo, Dwelley and Charlie Woerner. Thank you guys for stopping by.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So kind of what I've taken from just seeing you guys out on the field in the locker room, more mellow when it comes to not being on the field and on the football field. Definitely see more personality from you guys, but take us into the dynamic of the tight end room. What's it like in there with all you guys?
You want to go?
I feel like everyone knows George's personality. He's very energetic and everything. Yeah, but I feel like me and I always call Ross Dwelley, by the way. I call him Dwelley, his last name. So
yeah, everyone really calls me Dwelley or Dwell.
Me and Dwell are definitely more laid back. We've been there since getting here 3 years ago, kind of the chill ones. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, compared to George, really everyone you see could be considered chill.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, we're just chill, laid back. Yeah.
You got a little bit of a gladiator touchdown celebration, though. Did you pre-plan that in that last game?
Nothing was planned about that. No, I don't really plan out my touchdown celebrations. Whatever happens, just happens, honestly. Like, I usually just, kind of black out. I don't even know that I was, I headbutted, Sourdough Sam or something. Like, he came over.
Yeah, I get down there, and he's just red-eyed looking at me and headbutting me. Yeah. I didn't even know you headbutted Sourdough Sam.
Yeah, what'd that feel like?
I mean, he's got a pretty soft head.
He was kind of bringing it on you, though.
Yeah, he was
like, his head's like this. His head's like this big.
So actually, this will bring us to our first fan question. So Michael from Concord, on the subject of headbutting Sourdough Sam, he wants to know, what does it feel like to pancake block somebody?
You did it last game. You can talk about it.
It's pretty rewarding. I mean, to put another grown man on his back is pretty nice. Just to have him and to have complete control over him feels pretty good. There's not too much other than to it. I mean, you feel, I don't know, it feels good. Yeah.
Do you black out like Russ said?
No. You gotta be super in control and technical. You gotta be really technical, honestly, to get that done. You gotta have so many things gotta come together.
You gotta have your right hand placement. You gotta be keep driving your feet when they try and shed you. You gotta be fully present for that. That's not a blackout thing. You gotta be.
George might say different here. George might just
I feel like he would enjoy it. So you said you gotta be very careful and meticulous about the details there. Does it hurt on your end too when you're actually doing the pancake block?
No.
Every now and then, it hurts your head, off the very jump. Before anyone sees the pancake, the original, headbutt sometimes gets you.
Yeah, the initial shock. But the actual driving into the ground, no. When you kind of land on.
We do it enough at this point.
Yeah, his weight kind of, cushions you.
Yeah.
Cushions the fall.
Yeah.
So as the mellow guys in the tight end room, talk me through the mellow guys.
That's like our title. We're the mellow guys.
You're the mellow guys.
I wouldn't consider myself mellow.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, so describe yourselves.
I don't know. I feel like we're very present people.
Yeah.
We're in the moment. We're not just laid back all the time. I don't know. I feel like we're just a quiet confidence. You know what I mean?
Okay, I like
quiet
that.
Confidence. I feel like it takes a little bit for my full personality to come out, but guys who know me, I feel like you wouldn't consider me mellow. I feel like I'm pretty.
I like that. Setting the story straight.
I wouldn't consider you mellow either. We're just we have fun. Yeah, it's a good time.
So talk me through a little bit about your guys' football origin stories, because not everybody knows you guys as well as the other guy, the George Kittle of the tight end group. So tell me a little bit about how you got into football, how you fell in love with the sport.
I can go first.
You got it.
I've been playing tackle football since second grade. So I've been playing for a while. And then in high school, I took a year off of football my junior year because I thought I was going to play baseball. So I was just playing baseball, travel baseball during the football season, and I really missed football. And I wanted to come back to it my senior year of high school, so I played. Did well enough to get offered from USD, San Diego. Kind of went to San Diego, still, just wanted to play football, hang out with the guys, and then ended up starting doing well and then starting to focus even harder on it. And then kind of got a little lucky. I signed on as an undrafted free agent and started off on practice squad and then was on practice squad for 6 weeks and like week 7 of 2018, I got brought up from the practice squad, me and Nick Mullins, for a Monday night game in Lambeau versus the Packers. So that was my first game, and since then,
The rest is
here,
history.
Yeah.
You have football in your blood, right? An uncle that played for the Falcons.
Yeah, my uncle was during recruiting, like I started when I was 11 and then played from then on. And then, yeah, through like high school recruiting, I was always asked about my uncle because he played at Georgia, won the national championship. And then, yeah, I went to the USFL when like that was all popular in the 80s, then played for the Falcons and Saints after that. And then, yeah, but mine was played since 11 to high school, got some offers, went to Georgia, played 4 years, got drafted 6th round here, and then been hanging out, trying to learn and play. So
Ross had a little bit of a detour with baseball. Did you ever dabble in any other sports, or has it been football the whole way through?
I ran a track, but I love track, but I wasn't serious about like football. I was a football family. I had 3 brothers. We always played, and so that was all I really wanted to do.
Okay, cool. So this is a dream come true then.
Yeah.
And Ross, you grew up in Sacramento, so this is the hometown team, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Did you grow up going to 49ers games?
I've actually, like, before I was in the NFL, I'd only gone to really one NFL game, and it was at Candlestick. I didn't really go to games.
That's
like,
cool.
Yeah, so it was kind of cool. Like, just went to Candlestick, and then I think soon after that they made Levi's here. So really I just kind of one game, but like I wasn't really a Niners fan like growing up. We were kind of like Broncos fans because my dad was from Denver. So
okay.
It'll be interesting this week. Obviously I'm not a Broncos fan anymore, but like it was just like, yeah, it just happened to be my first like NFL game. So.
And I'm assuming you grew up a Falcons fan. Yeah.
Grew up Falcons. Most people in the South, though, were more college-oriented, so I was always a Bulldogs fan, but I definitely was a Falcons fan. I went to a few Falcons games growing up, and I was always pulling for them. So
cool. So let's start with some of the fan questions. These are all over the place, and I did not write them, so let me just preface that. All right, so Leslie from Modesto wants to know, since you're a dog owner, this one will be for you, Ross. Right. I'm trying to bring in a new puppy into the house after having the first one for a year. How do I make sure my old dog doesn't feel displaced?
So you're bringing in a second dog.
Yeah.
Dang, I wish I had more advice on this. We've wanted to bring in a second dog, but with the lifestyle, it's kind of hard, but I can kind of answer it. I mean, I know friends who have 2 dogs, and they've said that really the first dog will have a little like jealousy issues at the start. I mean, it's just like with a kid, you know, if you have a second kid, the kid might get a little jealous, but
you got kids?
No, I'm just saying. I just know from experience with like
I know.
just hearing buddies and parents and stuff. But yeah, so it might be a little tough at the start. But I think eventually the dog will learn to love the other dog. So, I mean, I don't think there's really much to worry about. It'll just kind of, I mean, you've gone through being a puppy owner with the first dog, so you already kind of know what to expect from the puppy. So it's going to be tough.
That old dog might try to kill the new dog, though. We had plenty of dogs growing up, and whenever you brought a new one, you couldn't put them in the same room or nothing. I mean, ours were kind of like inside-outside dogs, but they were just still got to watch out every now and then.
What kind of dogs did you have?
Just had mutts, honestly. They weren't anything crazy, but you just that new one gets protected, though.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a golden retriever.
Okay.
Yeah, she's almost 4. Her name's Henley.
The biggest lesson you've learned from, I'm assuming you got her as a puppy, from just puppy all the way to a 4-year-old dog now. What's the biggest lesson of being a dog owner?
At the start, it took a lot of patience. She was a crazy little puppy. She was a little hellion. Golden retrievers are like really like mouthy, so they want to just like bite everything. So she was just chewing up everything, and my fiance was like, "We have a problem. Like this is not okay." Like I'm like, "It's okay," because like Henley wouldn't really bite me. She'd bite Danielle mostly. So
you were fine with her.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think we have a problem. She's like, she's biting me. But yeah, so she was a little crazy at the start, but really like it kind of like a little switch went off in her. Like once she turned like 1 year old, like all of a sudden she's still like she's a puppy at heart, but like she's really chill like at home like by herself. So Yeah. I've been lucky.
She gets wild around us though.
Oh yeah, like people like when Charlie comes over, like she barely sees Charlie like at all, or like really anyone that she doesn't know too much, she goes like crazy.
Hyper.
She's like so excited that someone else new was in the house, but like when it's just me and Danielle, she's just like
Relaxed.
knocked out the whole time. Yeah.
So Charlie, you just had a baby, correct?
Yep.
Do you think that you want to introduce a puppy anytime soon?
No, like I mentioned a second, like I grew up with dogs and we always had plenty of dogs growing up. I just, not with the lifestyle. Like we lived on property, and so I love to have, like, I can just open the door and let the dog run wherever it wants to go. I can't do that, like living here, and then with the flying. And I know it's like really hard to fly with dogs nowadays, apparently, with the new, it used to be easy, but I don't know, just
get them registered, emotional support.
Yeah, you can do things, but having a baby with a dog right now with our lifestyle would be really tough. One day, I'll definitely have a pile of dogs, hopefully.
I've tried to convince him so our dogs could hang out.
Yeah, doggy play day.
He had to have a baby
We
first.
put the cart before the horse, you know. We got me and Sydney had a baby before the dog, so.
So have you, with the new baby, do you feel like you've gotten less hours of sleep lately?
You know, when Henry was born, I left 5 days later for training camp and didn't see him until he was 6 weeks old.
Crazy.
So Sydney kind of had to grind through a lot of that, and very thankful for her mom for helping her through that time period. But now, once she got out here when he was 6 weeks old, he kind of was slowly getting on a routine of like, you know, it took another couple of weeks to really get him sleeping better. But he's been sleeping good. He sleeps, you know, he only wakes up 2 or 3 times a night.
So we got another one. Jenna Jones from Half Moon Bay wants to know, if someone keeps RSVPing to events but doesn't actually attend, at what point do you stop inviting them to stuff? Do you have a friend like this in your life?
They keep RSVPing, but they never show up.
They never show up.
That'd be kind of messed up.
It's like you just gotta keep the door open, you know?
Depends what event, I feel like.
Yeah, what about like a wedding? I feel like for a wedding that would suck.
If it's like your family cookout and you're always inviting so-and-so over, I think you keep inviting them. But yeah, if it's more like a formal event where you're like forking out some money for that spot that you invited
plated dinner situation.
Then it's rude at that point.
Yeah, like we're kind of planning a wedding right now, you know? So I'm sure if they RSVP'd and then didn't show up, it'd be kind of messed up. But like, if it was like a friend's game night and then they had something pop up, it's kind of like...
you keep that invitation coming. But
exactly.
If it's something that's costing you, you got to stop that one.
Yeah.
At what point do you tell them, or do you just the invite drops off after a while?
I think it depends on your relationship, but I think you got to tell them because that's
just be straight up with
rude. Yeah. Because you probably forked out $50 or $40 for that wedding plate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A plate of dinner.
That head of the whatever is you are dealing with like catering or whatever.
Yeah. Probably. Shoot.
Okay, so Russ, you're planning a wedding. What's been the most difficult part?
I'm really honestly
you're
not
planning. You're not planning.
I'm not the one planning. Danielle's planning a wedding. I'm kind of involved.
Are you just there for emotional support? Do you get to pick anything? Do you get to pick anything?
Yeah.
Do you want to pick anything?
She runs stuff by me.
Okay.
But I'm very like easy, and we have like, you know, the same taste and everything. So.
Okay.
It's pretty
What's the wedding day aesthetic you're going for? Without revealing too much, obviously.
I think she likes a lot of neutrals.
Okay.
I didn't think you were going to say that. I could say something else. I don't know what you're
What do you think I was going to say?
I don't know, like neutrals. I didn't like know that was
I'm up with the lingo, man.
Okay, yeah, the lingo. I'm not
We
with
love
the lingo.
that.
We're going with some neutrals. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what we did now. I didn't know what. I mean, we.
I know, Charlie. How involved were you?
I was involved, but I mean, I was going through like the combine and the draft process, and like all of senior year. We were engaged for a year and a half through college and everything, but I was involved. But still, like I just, I don't know.
I feel like guys are usually more easygoing and kind of just.
Yeah.
I feel like
and we're not painting our women as divas here either.
No,
I think it's good to give creative freedom.
They were
for the record here now.
Yeah, they were not bridezillas, but
no, it just sounds like you guys are easygoing about this.
I hope that's not the picture painted here.
No.
That's a way to set the,
what I'm saying?
Ross is involved. He picked the neutral color palette here.
No, I love the neutral color palette. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, so this is another fan question. Carlos from El Dorado Hills.
Oh,
that's your hometown. Yeah. Okay, have either of you heard George Kittle sing any other Avril Lavigne songs other than Skater Boy And have either of you joined in?
Avril, Lavigne. Oh, he did that in like training camp.
Yeah, that's his jam.
Yeah.
I hear from what people tell me.
I don't think I have. No, I think he sang it for training camp. I mean,
When did he do that?
I think like training camp in 2019 or 2020.
I wasn't here. 2020 he didn't do it. That was my first
Was it
year.
2019 probably? Yeah.
Is there?
I think I saw a video of that or something. But
Yeah, I saw a viral video. So have you guys seen him jam out to anything else?
I mean, we'll
You
jam
have-
out to really whatever's playing, like kind of before meetings or something. Like, there's some good music playing usually, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I can't. I don't know what to say. I feel like George is like, if anything comes on before meetings or pregame, he's just kind of he's gonna go with it. So
Yeah.
What's the preferred genre of music for you guys?
I'm kind of like, I'm pretty eclectic, I feel like. Like,
It's
I
all
like
over the
really
place.
all types of music. Like, depends what mood. Like, I
you're a
like,
country guy like me, dude.
no, this guy's a country guy. I'm like hip hop, but if we're riding in the car together and you put on some country, like,
You'll
I
listen to
100% listen to it. I like it.
Yeah.
But, and then if I play some hip hop or something, like,
yeah,
you'll like
my,
it.
my ears will be open.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. All right, so last question here. Hannah Allen from Sacramento. My boyfriend doesn't allow food or drinks in his car. Is that a red flag?
Yeah, dude. Yes. Yeah, come on. It's like,
I mean,
Elaborate
unless
for
he's
me
got
on
like
that.
unless he's got like a Rolls Royce or something. I don't know.
I don't know what what is that? Is that like way too type A? Is that what that like? Is that am I going for the right lingo there? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just
Type A.
relax a little bit, man. Like
Let
Is
your
there,
hair
is
down.
there
We're too
car
on-
etiquette that you guys have now? It all,
Nah.
whatever.
No.
I mean, we change diapers in the truck.
Yeah.
We eat full meals in the truck. You just gotta ride and go.
Yeah. We got Hanley in the back of the car. Like, we got dog hair, sand after she goes to the beach. Like, my car is pretty crazy, but we got a little mat there for her, so
Okay.
she's not just on like the seat. But yeah, that's a little
That's
a little aggressive. Like, what if you just
Yeah.
want to like
He's
get some
probably-
in and out?
He's
and
probably gonna
eat
be
it in
like,
the car, you know?
I mean, he's probably like, take your shoes off at the door. Like, too much stuff for me. I don't know.
I don't want to like ruin a relationship.
No, they're
He's like,
they
no,
sought
cut 'em
out
off.
the advice. They sought out the advice. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's true, that's true. We're being
unanimously,
honest.
it's a red flag then.
Yeah.
I'd say it's
I'd say so.
it's a red flag in my opinion.
How do you bring that up?
How do you bring it up, like to the boyfriend?
Yeah, like I want to
Take
eat
a
a sandwich in the car.
5-hour car drive. Go to the beach. You're gonna stop and get fast food, and then what do? Like, you can't just get out for 45 minutes at McDonald's.
Yeah, you go to the
gotta just
drive
get it
through
and
or
go.
something, and then you go in. You get it to go, and
No.
you go in the restaurant.
Just I don't know.
Relationship gurus here. All right, before we go, one last thing. What's one fact that you'd like to share that maybe people don't know about you?
Do you have something off the top of your head?
No, I don't. I mean,
A fun fact to close on.
like everyone always goes big eyes. And I'm like, I say I'm one of 7 kids. That's all.
Right.
Everyone always like, oh, you got 6 brothers and sisters.
Yeah, you got a lot of
I got a big
siblings.
family. I mean, I don't know. That's my one that hit my head real quick. I don't know.
I mean, before I was in the NFL, I did a lot of dirt biking and a lot of snow skiing.
Oh, cool.
Like, I was a huge outdoor sport guy.
You can't do so much of that.
I'm not.
now,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, sure I
No.
could, but I haven't. Like, I just don't want to risk getting hurt or something like outside of the facility. But as soon as I'm done with football, like, I'm 100% gonna pick that back up and like do that with my future kids and stuff. Like, I love snow skiing and dirt biking. So
You gonna take Henley?
yeah, probably.
Take the dog too. I like that.
Henley's like running behind us
A little
on the dirt bikes.
basket on the dirt bike.
She'd hate that. She'd like just I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. And thank you guys for tuning in for the 49ers You've Got Mail podcast. If you want to be featured on a next episode, make sure to submit your questions online at 49ers.com. And remember, you can listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Bye, guys.